Today we're going to talk about expressions. We're just going to put them, the words into an expression using variables. And remember, a variable is when we put a letter in to represent a number that we don't know. So the first one says 9 increased by a number x. So we're talking about 9. And what does increased mean? Increased means you're going up, so you would add by a number x. Now it says a number because it's a number, but we don't, even though x is a letter, we're talking about a number, we just don't know what it is, so our variable is x. So we're going to say 9 plus x. So 9 increased by a number x would be 9 plus x. Let's do another one. The next one says sum of d and 3. Well, what does sum mean? Sum means the answer to an addition problem, so we're going to add d and 3. So we'll just say d plus 3. Now you're always going to want to use your variables lowercase. Do not have capital letters, they're always lowercase. Alright, let's do another one. The next one says 3 times n. Well, times means times, multiplication. So I could say 3 times n, but remember we also can go ahead and just stick them together like this, 3n. If there's no operation sign in between the number and the letter, then that means you're multiplying. You can't do n3, okay? It doesn't look, you always have to put the number first. Now you could say, or n times 3, because of the property where multiplication doesn't matter the order, but when you write them right next to each other, the number always goes before the letter. Let's do another. 7 divided by f. Well, that would look just like it says, 7 divided by f. Or you could also write it 7 divided by f like that, because that fraction bar really means divide. Let's do another one. Product of 7 and n. Okay, product means what? That's the answer to a multiplication problem. So I know I'm multiplying 7 and n. So I could say 7 times n. But again, we can go ahead and just stick them together like that and put 7n. That means the same thing. But that 7n is how you're going to see it most of the time. Okay, I just want to remind you that we have what we call our turnaround words. Okay, our turnaround words are when we have less than or more than or even fewer than. It's really the than part. It means we're going to turn them around, okay? So, for example, if I have 10 less than x, okay, that's a turnaround word, so I am going to turn it around. Okay, instead of saying 10 minus x, I'm going to say x less than means subtract x minus 10. Okay, so let's do some more problems. 5 more than x. Okay, well, more than is a turnaround word, so I'm going to turn it around. So instead of saying 5 plus x, I'm actually going to say x plus 5. Now, x plus 5 and 5 plus x are the same thing, but this one would look like x plus 5. Okay, let's do another problem. 8 less than c. Less than is a turnaround word, so I'm going to turn it around. Less than, we're going to subtract because we want a lesser amount. But since it's a turnaround, we're not going to do 8 minus c, we're going to do c minus 8. Okay? Okay, 7 less than a number t. Well, less than is a turnaround word, so we're going to flip it around, and it says less than, so I'm going to subtract. So I know I'm subtracting, but instead of saying 7 minus t, I'm going to say t minus 7 because it is a turnaround word. Alright? Okay, I want you to go ahead and try these 4 problems. You're going to push pause and try them on your own. And after you've finished, push play to check them to see if you're right. Okay, the first one says 5 more than g. So I noticed that more than, it's that than, it's a turnaround word. So we're going to turn it around, and it says more. So I want more, so I'm going to add. But since it's a turnaround, I'm not going to do 5 plus g. I'm going to do g plus 5. The next one says the sum of 13 and x. Sum means what? Add. Now there's no turnaround word, so we're just going to do 13 plus x. The next one, x decreased by 10. What's decrease mean? You're getting smaller, so you're going to subtract. So I know I'm going to subtract. And now there's no turnaround word, so I'm just going to do x, and I'm subtracting that by 10. So x minus 10. The next one, 15 less than y. There's that less than. That's a turnaround word, so I know that I'm going to switch it around. And less means I want a less number, a smaller number, so I'm going to subtract. And instead of doing 15 minus y, I'm going to do y minus 15. Hope you did that. Got those right. Let's do a few more. Okay, you're going to try these on your own, so you're going to press pause, try them on your own, and when you're done, you'll push play to check them with me. Okay, the first one says the product of 12 and g. Well, what does product mean? It means multiply, so I'm going to multiply 12 and g. So you're going to say 12g. Or you can say 12 times g, but you're really going to see it like this most of the time. Okay, the number x divided by 5. Okay, so x divided by 5. Again, you can also do it like this, x divided by 5 with a fraction bar. Okay, double the number t. Well, that one's trickier. What does double mean? If you double something, you are multiplying it by 2. So you would say 2t. Or you could say 2 times t. Again, they're all lowercase letters. The quotient of x and 15. What does quotient mean? The answer to a division problem. So you're saying if I divide x and 15. So I'll say x divided by 15. And again, you could do x over 15. That means the same thing. Okay, here's another really tricky one. Half of the number n. What does it mean if you get half of something? If you want half, you're dividing it by 2. So we would say n divided by 2, or you could say n over 2. Hope you're getting better at expressions.